So I think we're recording. So first off, I want to welcome you guys. I know everybody is busy. I know a lot of people reach out to me pretty much weekly, just asking questions about how to kind of just add another protection, a layer of protection when it comes to their immunity, especially with probably the second wave coming up. Again, who knows? We don't know what's going to happen. We're all trying to do our best just to stay healthy, to keep our families healthy. So I'm just going to talk with you guys and just give you some tips on some things you can do just for peace of mind to help strengthen your immune system. And then, of course, also lower your stress, because we know that affects your immune system, affects so many other things, of course, when we're stressed out and we're feeling anxious, when we're feeling overwhelmed. Nobody wants to feel like that on a regular basis. So I'm going to especially kind of focus obviously on just the natural solutions and kind of what I use and explain to you why, okay? So let me just start again, for those of you that are either on, don't know me, for those of you that are watching the replay, again, let me just do a quick introduction for you guys, and then we'll kind of go over what we're going to talk about tonight. So my name is Leslie Gale, and I am a holistic health coach. I am an essential oil educator. I've been in health and wellness in the field over 20 years. That's my passion. That is kind of just what I am called to do in terms of other people. And you guys, as you're joining me, can you just make sure that you are muted? Only because I'm recording this, I just want to make sure we don't hear a lot of background noise. So that would be awesome. So 20 years in wellness. My mom, growing up, for those of you that don't know me, had a lot of different illnesses. She had breast cancer twice. She overcame, and she had stage 4 ovarian cancer. She also beat that. And then she got Lou Gehrig's disease, unfortunately. So that was pretty much my childhood, from the age of about 4 to 24 when she passed away. So that really set me on my path to help others when it came to, sorry guys, somebody was making some noises. When it came to just really helping with prevention, being proactive with your health, and not feeling hopeless that certain things are out of your control. There are certain things, obviously the air we breathe, and certain things you cannot control, but there are a lot of things that you can control in terms of what you put in your body, what you put on your body, just being proactive, as well as lowering your stress. Because we do know that chronic stress over time is going to lead to chronic disease in your body. That's what I'm trying to help you guys avoid, really long term. So anyway, that's kind of my background, really, is just that set me on my path. And I'm just very passionate about empowering others with the tools to take care of your health, your family's health, with natural solutions, things that are effective, things that are not going to do more damage than good, and things that are going to really help heal from the inside out. So as we know, this is what our ancestors used, right? Thousands of years ago, were essential oils, were plants, to address many things. And so we're going to kind of just dive back into that. So like I said, for tonight, you guys, we're just focusing on immunity and stress. I'm keeping it simple. Because I want you just to kind of walk away with some tips. I want you not to get overwhelmed with all the other things we can address and talk about. So I just wanted to talk about what's on your mind. So we're going to chat about, obviously, kind of essential oils, just the basics in terms of why we want to incorporate them for immunity and for stress, different ways we can use them, right? How we can benefit from them. Then we're going to talk about, of course, your immunity. Specifically, we're going to talk about what I do for stress and just help lower kind of those anxious feelings. And then I'm going to share with you guys just my daily protocol. Again, a very simplified daily protocol. You would not want to know every single thing I do or every single product or, resource that I use every single day. That would overwhelm you guys. But I'm just going to give you kind of like a snapshot. Again, when it comes to just strengthening my immune system and when it comes to dealing with my emotions and stress, feelings of overwhelm, all of those things, okay? So like I said, if you guys do have questions, just because I might not see the chat box, just raise your hand or just unmute yourself if you guys want to ask anything as I'm going, okay? So let's dive in a little bit. First, we're just going to talk about just, again, simplified version of what essential oils are for those of you that don't know, because I want you to really understand the power, the healing power that these oils have when it comes to strengthening your immune system, helping, again, with mood and emotions and all of those things. So we're going to go over a couple of things first before we go over kind of how we can use them, how we can really get the benefit from them. First and foremost, you guys, we're going to talk about just how they are 100% natural and safe. All right. So essential oils, like I was telling you guys, these are, go back to biblical times. Okay. This is what they used. There's nothing added to the oil. Okay. And nothing taken away from it. Because of that, they have no side effects. They have no addictions. Right. And so very, very potent. They're safe for babies. They're safe for children, adults, elderly. Of course, little kids, babies. If you have sensitive skin, we always want to dilute it. You know, we'll talk about that a little bit. But they have amazing health benefits, again, working from the inside out. So a pure essential oil, for those of you that don't know, again, because it's so potent, it's about 50 to 70 times more effective than the herbs, right? Because it's the concentrated version. So 1 drop of peppermint essential oil, which I just inhaled and just kind of rubbed on my forehead earlier, would be equivalent to 28 cups of peppermint tea, you guys. Okay, so again, very potent, all right? Very powerful. So when we're talking about waking you up, energizing you, helping with headaches, you know, helping with respiratory, especially with everything going on, a really good one to open up your airways, right? Very powerful and very potent. So those of you, again, that are part of my community, those of you that know me, I'm specifically talking about CPTG grade essential oils. So doTERRA, okay, that's what I'm talking about, just so you guys understand the difference. So again, meaning completely pure and potent. So pure meaning nothing added to the bottle, no contaminants, no fillers, no extra ingredients, nothing other than the oil from the plant. And then potent meaning the oils are grown in their indigenous regions, so around the world where they're meant to grow, okay? So when they grow in the ideal chemistry, we're talking about climate, soil, for farmers and growers that have grown these plants for generations, you're going to get the best chemistry and you're going to get the best results, all right? And then secondly, I want to give you guys just a quick little biology, just again, because we're going to be talking about immunity, just so you understand the power of essential oils and incorporating them into your daily routine to really help when we're talking about antibacterial, antiviral, okay? So we're going to go to Biology 101 real quick. So for you guys, just to give you guys an example, pretend my fist is a cell in your body, okay? So we know that all cells have oily membranes, correct? And the oily membrane is meant to protect the cell, okay? So it protects the cell, meaning it keeps the good stuff in and it keeps the bad stuff out. That is a simplified version, okay? Good stuff in, bad stuff out. So you guys know the 2 things that are harmful to our cells, right? We're talking about bacteria and viruses, okay? So bacteria, again, just to keep it simple, bacteria are on the outside of the cell. Viruses replicate inside the cell, okay? So, for example, if you guys do get a bacterial infection outside of the cell, you can go to the doctor, right? He's going to recommend an antibiotic, okay, to clear it up. Many cases, 7 to 10 days later, yes, it's going to clear up the infection, okay? However, it's going to also wreak havoc on your gut. It's also going to wreak havoc on your hormones, and it's going to wreak havoc on your immune system. So if you take that over and over and over, it is going to affect you, okay, long term, which we don't want. If you have a virus, like the cold, like the flu, okay, something else, remember the virus is inside the cell. So because of the oily membrane, right, any kind of medication cannot penetrate the cell wall because it's water-based. So it cannot get into the cell where the virus is to stop it, correct? But you guys, with the essential oils, they can permeate the cell wall, they can get inside the cell, and they can stop the virus from spreading before it's full blown. This is getting empowered, you guys. This is having tools at your disposal when you feel like you're getting something, when you feel like your body's run down, right? That you can start to apply these oils right away. And many times, if you can get into that cell before the virus replicates, you guys have saved yourself a long journey of trying to, again, just feeling like crud for 7, 10 days, many times weeks, okay? Because you've stopped it before it spread. So that's the second cool thing, you guys, is that it's very, very effective, okay? So many times more effective than modern approaches to your health. So we're going to go into a couple different ways that you can, and then we're going to go over the specifics for you guys, okay? So 3 different ways you guys can benefit from the essential oils, all right, in terms of getting them inside your body for healing. So the first is aromatic. So when we're talking later about stress, okay, when we're talking about emotions, you guys want to do it aromatically, all right? This is the quickest way to access mood, all right? So let me give you guys a demonstration here. So if you guys all pinched your nose right here, okay, right under your nose, right under your finger is your olfactory nerve, okay, right under here. So this nerve sends messages to the limbic system in your brain, which then sends messages to the rest of your body very, very quickly, okay? So if you guys were going to go to the hospital for a surgery, for a procedure, and they were going to put you under, how do they deliver the anesthesia, okay? They do not give you guys a shot. They don't give you a pill. They give you guys the mask, correct? And they tell you to breathe in 10 seconds and then you're out, you're asleep. Many times you don't even make it to 10, okay, because of how quick it can access your brain. This is the quickest, the fastest way to access your brain is aromatically, okay? Works the same way with the essential oils, you guys. So when you are stressed, when you're feeling anxious, when you're feeling overwhelmed, okay, quickest way to calm you, to ground you, to kind of help dissipate those feelings is to breathe in the essential oils. So you can either just open up the bottle and breathe it in, okay, super, super easy. You can have a diffuser, which I have going all the time, obviously. And then you can also, many of them come in like a roller that you can just apply, you know, kind of roll it on and just breathe it in that way, okay? No right or wrong way, whatever you want to do. And there's many days where I'm applying it aromatically, breathing it in hourly if I'm feeling a lot more stressed than normal, okay? So we'll kind of go into that once we get over to the stress part. But just keep in mind, this is the quickest way to access that when we're talking about mood, aromatic, okay? Topical, again, this is a great way to get the oils into your body when we're talking about more site-specific areas, but it's also especially when we're talking about immune support, okay? So you guys feel like you're getting sick, you've been out and about, and you just want to make sure that your body is just pumped full of a lot of these different oils that are really powerful. And when we're talking about antibacterial, antiviral, topical is a great way to apply the oils. So you can simply apply them to the bottom of your feet, right? Just rub them on the bottom of your feet before you go to bed, first thing in the morning, throughout the day. The pores on the bottom of your feet are big, and so they're absorbed into your entire body within 20 minutes, okay? So every cell in your body very, very quickly. So again, best way to deliver it. You guys can make a roller, and I'll give you the recipe in a little bit, but like an immunity roller with all the oils that you need, and then just roll it on the bottom of your feet. Okay, if you have children, roll it on the bottom of their feet. You can apply it up and down their spine. But topical is a great way, you guys. It's absorbed very quickly into the body. Okay, and then the third is internal. So they're not only safe to use, okay, but they're actually recommended when we're talking about internal use. And I'm only talking about doTERRA essential oils, okay, you guys. Most of them, if you look at the bottles, if you're buying them just in the market or at a store, they are not safe for internal use. They will even tell you on the bottle, okay? So do not, I'm only talking about these, you guys. And also, you need to make sure not all doTERRA oils are okay for internal use. You guys need to look at the bottle, and if it says supplement, it's okay, okay? If it says internal, it's okay, all right? And again, so you just so you guys know that. But they are very, very good when we're talking about inflammation, cleansing, detoxing, okay? As well as immune support. So again, you feel like you're fighting something, a virus, then yes, taking some of them internally is a great way just to get in there and get to exactly where it needs to get. Okay, you guys all good there? Again, if you guys do have a question, just unmute yourself and ask away, or raise your hand, and I should be able to see your hand raising, I'm not sure, but if not, again, you guys just ask away. You can unmute yourself, okay? So again, I'm giving you guys a simplified version, okay? I'm keeping it just so you're not overwhelmed, but I just wanted to give you the basics of how to use it, how to use the oils, okay? All right, so we're going to start with stress. If I asked you guys, show of hands, how many of you are feeling stress, I'm sure you would all be raising your hands right now, because literally probably 9.5 out of 10 people that I talk to every single week, if I ask the top 10 or the top 3 health concerns, this is of course going to be one of them, okay? Stress, anxiety, mood, just the emotions are running all over the place. So I'm going to go over my must-haves, okay? And again, you guys keep in mind, there are many, many options, many options. I am just giving you guys the must-haves. For those of you that want to dive a little bit deeper or talk about some other options or some other oils that are really beneficial for stress and emotions, you guys can reach out anytime, okay? I'm just giving you guys the must-haves. So the first one we're going to talk about, so these right here that you guys see on your screen, this is kind of your protocol. Like this is your must-have if you're dealing with stress, if your emotions are all over the place, if you're feeling overwhelmed, you need these, okay? So we're going to dive into the adaptive first and foremost, because that's probably one of the most popular formulas and blends that you can use, right, every single day, as well as Copaiba. Serenity is the calming one, also really good for sleep. So we're just going to kind of give you guys just a brief description, and you're going to kind of know what you gravitate toward or what you feel like you need after I kind of go over these a little bit for you guys, okay? Here are just a couple testimonies. Again, a couple, I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. So, I'm not going to go over all of them. But just so you guys understand how powerful this beautiful blend is, okay? More balanced, just chilling out your kids, right? Everything flows better, everything's more peaceful, feeling calmer, okay, on a daily basis, more focused and more productive. Carrie said same thing, calm, just calm, okay? And then also just being more just effective, in terms of adding the capsules to the oil blend, kind of takes it up a notch, okay? So we'll kind of go over that. But these three kind of come in a trio, you guys. So the oil itself is great for diffusing, okay, if you have a diffuser. Really good add to a bath before you go to bed at night. And then the touch is just a touch. It's kind of an on the go, think of it that way. But so convenient to apply. Back of your neck, over your heart, right? On your wrist, and you just breathe it in. I mean, it's on the go. You guys could take it with you wherever you need it. Again, for kids, really great. Just kind of roll that up and down their spine, okay? Have them, you're teaching your children too, you guys, the power of taking care of their own health. Like, this is the biggest gift you can give your children, is teaching them to take care of their own health needs without having to just go pop a pill, right? So my kids are not really kids anymore, but my son just went to college last year, so he'll be a sophomore. But when he went, he had his college survival kit, right? He had had 4 or 5 years of using these oils and using these protocols to get into the habit before he went to college. So when he went to college, you guys, and everybody was getting sick in the dorm, I kid you not, if you saw on the Facebook page and you saw people, I mean, their kids going to different doctors and clinics and emergency rooms, I mean, just sick, right? He barely got a cold the entire year, freshman year, because he knew what to use and he used it. Okay, he used the oils, he took the soft gels, he knew what he needed to do based on me teaching him, right? Being consistent when he was at home. That is peace of mind, you guys, as a parent. When your children turn 18 and they're on their way, they're by themselves, and you're not there to nag them and to remind them that they know what to do. They know what to do when they have a headache. They know what to do when they're feeling stressed, right? Without, again, having to take a pill if they don't have to. Where if they're having sleep issues, they know what to do for sleep, okay? They know what to do for focus. So again, you guys, it's all about empowerment. Very, very passionate about that, okay? So we're gonna dive again a little bit into the adaptive, just so you guys get a better understanding of what's in it and just how to best use it. So the touch is my favorite, you guys. I go through this a lot because it's so easy to use, okay? So everyday uses, you're dealing with stress, you're feeling overwhelmed, you're anxious. You guys cannot overdose, okay, on using these oils, right? Applying these. That's the beauty of this, okay? If you need a little bit more, you use a little bit more often. So applying to pulse points, okay? Your wrist, back of your neck, your heart, okay? Using it to massage your shoulders and neck to ease tension and relieve fatigue. You can also just roll it in your hands if you don't have the oil, and just kind of rub your hands together and inhale, kind of breathe in. And then again, like I said, just as a way to gain composure right away, you guys, use this calming blend. It's absolutely beautiful. And for those of you that have used it, or you guys know what I'm talking about, feel free to, you know, comment just your own experiences with it. And then let me kind of go over. So in terms of reducing anxious feelings, okay, just increasing feelings of tranquility, helping boost your mood, right? Helping improve your state of mind. It's also great, you guys, for sustained concentration, okay? Just really kind of helping you be focused, mental well-being, cognitive function, okay? That's the whole adaptive system. So the oils, okay, we're talking about focusing on the limbic system, okay? That's what I told you guys when we're inhaling it, the limbic system. The capsules, okay, the adaptive capsules are focused on the systemic, okay, part of your body. So the neurological, the biochemical. So when we're talking about the oil, okay, the on the touch and the oils that are in this blend, you guys, it is just a beautiful, beautiful compilation of oils. It has lavender, it has magnolia, okay, neroli, sweet gum, it has wild orange, spearmint, copaiba, and rosemary. So again, if you guys researched individually on these oils, they're all going to come up when it comes to mood, when it comes to just grounding you, when it comes to focus, okay, concentration. And then the capsules, they have lavender, coriander, wild orange, fennel, that's all kind of for stress relief. And then selenium and GABA, okay, for calming. and then ahi flower, which is the omega, which is really important, okay, brain health. So you guys, it is just this whole system, okay, that works beautifully, synergistically together, okay? So if you're gonna do it, you do it all. You use the oil, you take the capsules, okay? So again, we're talking about stress, we're talking about just feelings of overwhelm. You might wanna give this a try, okay? Next, also, okay, with the adaptive, one that I'm recommending is Copaiba, all right? This is a beautiful oil from South America, okay? And I'm gonna kind of go over just a little bit for you. So not only for stress and for mood, but also really powerful for aches and pains and just calming your entire central nervous system, okay? So as it kind of says over here, and you guys feel free to take a screenshot if you want or whatever, the primary constituent of Copaiba, okay, is beta-caryophyllene, so BCP, okay? And what makes it so unique is that it can bind directly to the CB2 receptors, all right? So it has similar counterparts to, again, some of the most powerful oils when we're talking about immunity, black pepper, clove, melissa, rosemary, okay? But also very relaxing, very soothing, okay? Without the psychoactive side effects. So if you were going to compare it to CBD, okay, doTERRA's Copaiba boasts over 60% BCP, okay, which is very high, very effective. CBD, typically between 5 and 35%, okay, just to give you guys an estimate, as well as just financially, the price does not even compare, okay? You could spend $100 for some quality CBD versus $35. So again, you guys, just lots of different factors that are going to play into it. So this is another really good one though, if we're adding, when we're talking about stress, to soothe your emotions and just calm your anxious feelings, okay? So again, you can apply it morning, you can apply it nighttime before bed. I do both. It helps me sleep. Again, adding it to a bath with some Epsom salt just to help kind of just soothe your entire body. And then you guys can make diffuser blends. So you can kind of mix and match some of these oils. So Copaiba, lavender, frankincense together in a diffuser right before you go to bed. Very, very calming, you guys, okay? So it just kind of helps shut off your mind. You know, our minds are going like a million miles per hour. You need something to calm it down, okay? And just telling yourself to calm down usually doesn't work. And I know I used to have a lot of sleep issues myself. So you guys, these have completely changed my life. So I'm going to give you guys a couple tips. Again, we're not just talking about oils. We're talking about the holistic approach to stress, to dealing with stress and mood. You can't just do one without the others. So oils, went over that. Okay, I kind of gave you guys my must-haves. Meditation, okay? You don't have to meditate for an hour a day. If you guys can do 10, 15 minutes first thing in the morning, if you can do 10 minutes before you go to bed, it's a great way to just quiet your mind and get grounded, okay? And then something I do, I like to anchor whatever I'm meditating on. If you guys do a quick meditation, pick your favorite oil, pick your favorite blend, and then breathe it in while you're meditating, okay? So it's going to kind of act as an anchor. It's going to anchor you. So your brain is going to associate the calming oil, whatever you're using, to your meditation so that it recognizes that feeling, that calm feeling. So then during the day when you guys are getting stressed out, you don't have to meditate. You could just breathe in the same oil that you use to anchor, and your brain, your body will remember, oh yeah, that's what I used when I meditated. I'm supposed to calm down, okay? There's a lot to be said for anchoring in your emotions, okay? So pick whatever oil, pick whatever blend you like when you meditate and use that as your anchor. Have an anchor blend, you guys, okay? I will share with you one of my favorite blends that I make a lot for people. It's actually called the Liquid Light Blend. Okay. This is one of my anchoring. This is one of my anchoring blends. So it has frankincense. It has adaptive. We just talked all about adaptive. It has copaiba. Talked about copaiba. It also has pink pepper and yellow mandarin. Okay. This is a beautiful, beautiful blend to help ground you, but just kind of lift your spirit. Okay. And you guys, there's tons of recipes. Okay. You could find one that you like, but use one as an anchor. Okay. Also, when I talk with people about stress and mood, we have to take technology breaks. We just have to do it. Okay. So whether you turn your phone off for a little bit, whether you put it on vibrate, whether you turn your computer off, you've got to take a little break, because we are being bombarded with news and people. You literally can't get away. And that's going to affect your stress 100%. You guys, just watching the news and getting like sucked into everything going on is going to just elevate your stress level. So again, if you could just take a little mini break, it's going to be good for your mental health. Get outside, get some exercise, you guys. Be in nature. That is the best way to get grounded. That's the best way to kind of just let go of some of your stress. I go on a bike ride every single morning, and that is just my meditation. That's when I just kind of like let everything out that's not serving me, and just let everything in that I need. So it's so have whatever outlet, have whatever you guys can do. Just to get outside, because nature is very, very healing. Okay. Getting good sleep and rest. Obviously along the same lines as immunity, you guys, you got to get good sleep. This is when your body repairs, rejuvenates. If we're not sleeping, if we're so stressed out that we're tossing and turning and not sleeping, then again, you're going down that really bad cycle. So this literally is what pretty much was one of my, probably biggest ailments when I brought these oils into my home, was I was not sleeping. So you can ask anybody in my family. I do not even like taking a Tylenol if I don't have to. I'm really stubborn when it comes to putting anything in my body. But I was not sleeping. So, it was one of those things where I needed my sleep. So I was taking like a quarter of an Ambien just because I needed sleep. I hated it, but I needed my sleep. I was introduced to the oils, and I just went off cold turkey. I just stopped. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. And I created a sleep blend, and that was it. I have slept like a baby ever since, you guys. That was years ago. It just quiets my mind. I don't wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning with my mind going. It's amazing. So if you want to know what's in my sleep blend, you guys, couple things. First and foremost, just get a 10 milliliter bottle. You guys can make your own sleep blend. And these are the oils you're going to put in it. And I probably put about 15 or 20 drops of each. And then you're going to fill it up with fractionated coconut oil, the rest of it, just to fill it up. Okay. So I put in Serenity. That is the calming blend. I put in cedarwood, vetiver, and copaiba. Okay. So those 4. Serenity, cedarwood, vetiver, copaiba. That is your sleep blend. Every night, rub the back of your neck, back behind your ears. Okay, roll it on your wrist, breathe it in. And then I also take 2 Serenity soft gels. Okay, so right here. Telling you guys I sleep like a baby. So if sleep is one of your things when we're talking about stress, or even without stress, you're just not sleeping well, give that a try. Okay, give it a try and see if it helps quiet your body, quiet your mind. Okay. Next is, of course, proper nutrition. When we're stressed out, we're either going to not eat healthy, or we're just going to be really deficient in the nutrients that our body needs. So make sure you're eating clean. Make sure your body is getting the nutrients it needs. And I'll share with you guys the vitamins, kind of like the supplements that I take, because it doesn't matter how clean you eat. I'm a health coach. I eat really clean. I cannot possibly eat enough greens and fruits and vegetables to get what my body needs. just because of the way our food is sourced nowadays. You're not getting the same nutrients, so you have to supplement. You just do. So that's going to affect, same thing, your immunity, your stress, your ability to heal, okay? And then gut health, really, really important. And again, this goes along lines with your emotions, with your mood. There's a direct link between your gut and your mood. Many times you clean up your gut, and this stuff kind of like improves on its own, okay? So not just for you as adults, but your children. If your children are dealing with some things in terms of focus and mood, skin issues, they're getting sick all the time, start with the gut, you guys. Clean up the gut, okay? You will see a drastic improvement. Many times we just try to fix the exterior before really looking at the interior. So that's the foundation of your home, you guys. That's the foundation of your entire body, is your gut, right? So enough of that. Okay, so let's talk about immunity support. So I'm obviously focusing on when we're talking about the oils, and then we'll get into, again, the protocol, other things you're doing to focus on your immunity. But this is the oil blend that you guys want for immunity, okay? The Onguard, this is the most researched. This is the one that is used in the top hospitals and research facilities across the nation because it works. It works. So again, very simple to get these in your home, you guys, and taking them both internally, aromatically, topically, as well as cleaning, using the hand sanitizer, using the hand soap. All different ways that you can get the benefits from this blend, okay? And then for those of you that already are members, I love this little immune supporting kit that I'll get maybe like kind of every couple months, you know, as I'm running low, because it has everything I need, you guys, to take care of my immune system. So it has the Copaiba. It has the Onguard hand sanitizer, okay? It has oregano, which is the most powerful antiviral. Okay, you do not want to be without oregano, especially as we're coming into either the second wave or just fall, kind of fall, winter. You guys want oregano. Like I said, it's the most powerful antiviral, okay? It is a hot oil, so do not just take pure oregano, like internally, okay? I'm giving you guys a warning. It will burn going down. So put it in a veggie capsule if you're going to take it internally, or as you guys see here on the picture, it's already pre-diluted in the roller. So then just roll the bottom of your feet. Okay, so different ways you can do it. And then it has the PB Assist. This is the gut health. We're talking about the probiotic. So this is just a great little, again, great little kit. Every couple months, stock up. Okay, make sure you have what you need. That's the worst feeling in the world, is when somebody does get sick and you don't have what you need. And then you're kind of in freak out mode, all right? So little by little, you guys just slowly stock up, and then you don't have to worry about it, okay? So the oils, the blend, just so you guys know, that's in Onguard, that whole blend that I was just telling you about, it just has 5 oils in it. But again, these 5 synergistically are very, very powerful and potent. So it has wild orange, it has clove, which is the highest antioxidant-rich oil in the world, okay? It has cinnamon, rosemary, and eucalyptus. So aside from the fact that it smells absolutely amazing, it smells like fall, so you guys should be diffusing it, okay? Especially fall comes around. Diffuse this in your home nonstop, okay? So it's not only makes your entire house smell great, but it's killing airborne pathogens for you, okay? It's killing whatever, if somebody comes in your home or somebody does have a virus or a bacterial infection, whatever, it's gonna help purify the air for you, okay? So just great added protection. Have that going. I think I saw, if somebody has a question, you guys just unmute yourself and you can just ask, okay?
This is a startup company trying for a takeover, okay? What we're going to do is...
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, my name is Ellen. I had a question about the oregano.
Yeah.
I roll it on my feet every night with the Onguard.
Yep.
And someone had told me at one point, because it was hot, you shouldn't use it long term. But since COVID, I've been using it, you know, but it's just one swipe at night. So
You're fine. Yeah, you're
yeah,
fine. It's more if you were taking it like internally, you know, like if
got it.
you did have a viral infection that you're trying to kill,
Mhm.
they say no more than 10 days at a time.
Okay.
But that's usually because, again, within 10 days, you're going to kill that virus. Like you're not going to
Okay.
have
Yeah.
it longer than
Yeah.
that.
It's just preventative, and I do
Yep,
the cap, the soft gels, the Onguard too.
yep.
For the phloem, what is
Well,
the last one? Is that Melaleuca?
so yeah, it's now, it's tea tree. So now it
Oh,
says tea
yeah.
tree on the bottle. Yep. So exactly. Melaleuca, tea tree. Yep.
Great. Okay. Super.
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, so you guys can, the little image here. So what I was saying is you want to make your own immunity balm, your immunity roller. And just FYI, you guys, if you're going to make one, like make 5 at a time. Just get out 5 rollers and line them up and just make 5 at a time, because you will go through them. Okay, I'm telling you. So basically the oils you're going to put in there are right here. Okay, frankincense. And again, if it's for adults, you guys, I would add, personally, I like them to be potent. So I'm going to add 15, 20 drops of each. Okay. Kids, of course, not as many. So you guys can always ask me that individually. But lemon, oregano, on guard, and then tea tree oil. And then if you want an added boost, I also add arbor vitae. Okay. It's one of the most powerful immunity oils. And I love the smell. It smells like Home Depot, honestly, very woodsy, but very, very powerful. So I do kind of this recipe, and then I add arbor vitae to it. And then, like I said, put a little label on it, and you've got all your immunity rollers, and you're set. Okay, you're ready to go. Like I said, I sent my son with several of them to college, and then I had to restock. You know, he asked me to restock because he had given one to a girl that was sick, and I mean, he was using it all the time. So again, if you're going to make them and you have all your oils out, just make a bunch of them. All right. So this is just the most researched blend, you guys, when we're talking about just bacteria and viruses, most researched. So they did a study, just so you guys have an idea, with all the other like cleaning agents. So Clorox, Lysol, whatever. And they did a study where, you know, they cleaned up a counter with food, crumbs, like if pretend you're in your kitchen with crumbs all over the kitchen counter, wiped it with the Clorox wipe. And a couple days later, you know, the bacteria would start to grow back. You know, it would kill them initially, but then they'd grow back. So then they'd have to clean it again, and they'd grow back, and, you know, kept doing that because it would kill them, but it was kind of temporary. So they did that with all those, the Lysol, the Clorox, all of those. They did the Onguard, okay, and they had a spray, so they would just spray the countertops, and they didn't even have to wipe it down, okay? They literally just kind of let it air dry. Killed everything, and they tested it a couple days later, still dead. A couple days later, still dead. It did not grow back. Like, it was the only thing that literally killed all the bacteria, everything, killed them. And we had some scientists that were explaining this study to us at a massive convention. And you would think that it was like kids in a candy jar. Like they were trying to contain their excitement of how powerful that was. Like as a scientist, like for us layman people, like they're like, you don't understand how powerful that is, but very powerful. So again, this all our entire home is the Onguard, you guys, bathrooms, kitchen, everything. And we've been, yeah.
I'm sorry, it's Donna.
No,
I'm
you're
down
good.
in Jeff Fraser. So I'm not understanding what word you're talking about right now. Can you spell it?
Oh, Onguard, is that what you're talking about?
No, the one that you added and the one you're talking
sorry.
about.
Yep. It's arbor vitae. So it is A-R, B as in boy, O-R, and then V as in Victor, I, T as in Tom, A-E. So arbor vitae.
No wonder I didn't understand it.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
And I just love it. So yeah, definitely just add that. If you're going to make some immunity rollers, just add that to it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So you guys, it was a powerful, really powerful study. So again, just so you understand the gravity of it's not just oils smell nice, like these are powerful, they're potent, okay? I know personally when I first started, I was nervous. Like, I'll just be totally honest. Like, that's all I cleaned with my whole life was Clorox wipes. So I just thought that they had to have that chemical smell to really clean. And I was afraid that, oh my God, we're going to get sick, or oh my God, it's not going to really clean. And, you know, I just had faith and I had trust in these oils and in the company. And like I said, 6 years later, we're healthier than we've ever been. And this is all we use. Okay. So stock up on the Onguard, you guys. But again, there's some other things. We're not just talking about oils. So you need to make sure you're getting the proper nutrients. So the Lifelong Vitality, that's just what I'm going to recommend. It's the most potent when we're talking about just getting the nutrients, getting the minerals, and getting them delivered to your body where your body can absorb them. You need to lower your toxic exposure. So again, just look at what you do have in your home, you guys. If we're doing certain things, but we're still being exposed to all these toxins, meaning your cleaning products or your personal care products or the food you're eating, like you're trying to do good, but it's not really balancing out, if that makes sense. So if you're going to do it, just do it. Like, go full in, meaning like slowly start to kind of get rid of the toxins, the chemicals that you are being exposed to. That's where it's going to really, your guys are going to notice it in terms of your immune health. Okay. Lowering your stress, of course, like I said earlier, chronic stress is going to affect your immune system. You guys know that. The more stressed you are, you get sick, right? It just kind of, it's just the way it works. So whatever you can do to lower your stress by some of the things I mentioned earlier. Gut health, same thing.
Question.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
Oh God, you're fine.
Okay. So what are the constituents of the arbor?
It's a single oil. It's just arbor vitae. That's actually just the name of it. So it's not like a blend.
Okay.
Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, and just is it like, you know, so you tell kind of sometimes where it derives from?
So it's from the arbor vitae tree up in the Northwest. So this tree actually can grow for hundreds of years. Like, it's one of these trees that will last for a long time because of the qualities, again, in this tree, where it can fight off, you know, different insects and different predators. So again, it does the same thing for our body, immune support. So again, it's just the oil. It's like, again, it's I say it's like woodsy. It's like Home Depot kind of smell, but it is from the wood. So it's kind of like not the ash or the dust from the wood, but kind of like the end result when they kind of, if that makes sense.
And it's not one that you ingest. It's just topical.
I use it topical. Yeah. So I add it to my roller, my immunity roller, and yeah, remember it's still getting absorbed into your skin, you guys, whether you do it topical or internal. Some oils, for example, like wintergreen, you do not ingest. Like, it doesn't matter what brand, it doesn't matter the quality, it's just certain oils you cannot ingest internally, right? Wintergreen would be one of them. So on all the bottles, just so you guys do know, if you look at your bottle, if it says supplement on it, then it's just food-based. Then you can ingest it, okay? If it does not say supplement, then no. So most of them kind of make sense, but a lot of the blends are not, you know, used for internal use for the most part, okay? Gut health, you guys, too. So along with the vitamins, you need to have a really good quality probiotic. So most probiotics, just so you know, they're just formulated in a way where they can't survive your stomach acid. So they're not getting to the intestines where they need to get. So they kind of break apart before they actually do what they need to do. So the PB Assist, they're actually double encapsulated. So they can actually survive the stomach acid and get to the intestines where they need to go. So again, if you're not feeling a difference, if you have digestive issues, or you're getting sick a lot, or you still have, you know, it's affecting your mood, just look at your probiotics. You guys, you might want to try the PB Assist, okay? And then good sleep, of course, like we talked about, washing hands, and then using oils aromatically, topically, internally. okay? So again, whatever your preference is, start with one maybe and then slowly add. If you're not as comfortable with the internal at the beginning, totally fine. You're still getting the benefits aromatically and topically, all right? So I always ask you guys to kind of write down your top 3 health concerns. This is just for yourself, or you can always message me or message the person who invited you. Let them know what your top health concerns are. If it is, obviously with the second round, I just want to make sure that I'm protected. Great, that's top health concern number 1. If it's, you know, your anxiety that you know it's affecting you, that could be number 2. Maybe it is that you have sleep issues, you're just not sleeping, or you have a lot of pain, you know, joint and pain and inflammation that's affecting you. So whatever your top health concerns, you guys, whatever they are, there is a protocol and there are solutions. So whoever invited you tonight, you guys can ask me anytime, but if somebody did invite you, who is also fairly well-versed in the oils, ask them, okay? They can help put together a protocol for you in terms of a daily protocol. I'll go over kind of my daily protocol for you guys as well. But this is what I was saying earlier in terms of the supplements. I've done, again, years of research for you guys. So you don't have to a degree, but these, in my opinion, are like the foundation of your home. Like, this is the most important thing. Aside from all the oils, aside from all the other things you're doing, exercise, clean eating, nutrition, all of that, if we're not getting the foundation, the nutrients, the minerals for everything else to work better, we're not doing our body justice. So this is probably the most important thing, you guys, that you take away, getting these in your system, okay? For antioxidant support, for cellular energy, for immune support, for mood, digestion. I could go on and on and on and on. Again, if anybody, I know you guys watching, or some of you that have taken these, that can totally attest to saying, oh my God, I will never go off of these because of how I feel in terms of my energy, less pain, all of those things. So again, when we're talking about stress and immunity, if we're not getting the proper nutrients, you guys, we're not doing justice, you know, long term. So this is going to help you stay healthy as well. It's going to really fight off a lot of the free radicals and just things that you're going to be exposed to. Okay, it's also going to lower your inflammation, which when we're stressed, when we're sick, your inflammation kind of goes up. And chronic inflammation is going to also lead to chronic disease in your body. You guys have to lower your inflammatory response. So again, if you haven't tried these and you already have some of the oils, you guys might want to try these. Try them out for a month and see how you feel, okay? All right, so let me give you guys just, again, like quick daily protocol. Remember, I'm just talking about immunity and stress. Lots of other things I do, but I'm just kind of keeping it simple for you guys. So, and again, feel free to take a snapshot if you want, just to kind of put together your own protocol. Immune support, the vitamins, the Onguard soft gels, you guys, by the way. So this is the Onguard. So the oil, I told you about the oils that are in the blend. But this is kind of like Onguard Plus, meaning there are extra oils in this that are not in the oil that are very, very powerful. So it also has Melissa, also has oregano, you guys. So again, sent my son with several of these bottles when he went to college, and he took these, okay? The PB Assist, so this is a probiotic, remember, double encapsulated. The immunity roller, so I gave you guys that recipe, just roll bottom of your feet every single day during kind of, I mean, I would start now, but you know, just keep doing it. And then Zendocrine, this is kind of the detox blend. So this is also going to help when we're talking about immune support, cleansing your body of what it doesn't need, okay? This is the simple version, remember, okay? So this kind of is going to be immune support. Stress support, they're going to kind of go side by side, you guys. So the vitamins, okay? Daily meditation and journaling, again, remember, have an oil blend, use as your anchor, like anchor it in when you guys are doing that stuff. Daily exercise, you got to get outside. So the adaptive blend I'm using all day, pretty much every day, as well as taking the capsules. I put Copaiba under my tongue, so morning and night, and it really does help with sleep as well, you guys. Frankincense, this is one of the most renowned oils. Again, back to biblical times. It is powerful, you guys. You've got to get it in your system. And then for those of you that maybe feel like you have a little bit more stress, or your mood is definitely a little bit more heightened and just you're having a hard time managing, you might want to try Melissa. Okay, this is a beautiful oil. Yes, it is one of the more expensive oils, but I guess in my opinion, it's hard to put a price on our mental health. And if it helps in terms of just helping to calm and helping you feel grounded and less overwhelmed, it's worth it, you guys. And it's only like a drop. You only need to use a drop or so every day. So one little bottle will last you a while. So again, just keep that in mind. You're not like going through 10, 15 drops per day. So it will last you. Also, citrus oils, you guys, any of the citrus oils are going to elevate your mood. Any of them. I mean, that's the property of the citrus oils, the limonene, right? Those properties. So wild orange, lemon, okay, grapefruit, tangerine, any of those. Have those diffusing, right? Also, just open the bottle, okay? If you guys don't have a diffuser, and just breathe it in, okay? It will lift you up. So you can't actually physically be in a funk while you're smelling citrus oils. Like literally, your brain doesn't work that way. So if you're having to breathe it in nonstop, breathe it in nonstop. Remember, you guys, you're not going to overdose on just inhaling essential oils. And then listen to some calming music. And I don't know if you guys know what ASMR is, but if you go to YouTube and type in ASMR, it's just very relaxing. It's kind of like the way they talk and just different sounds. It's very, very calming to your system. So they have some really great ones that you can listen to before you go to bed, just to kind of, again, calm your body, okay, before you go to bed. So again, this is just kind of like a snapshot. Do you guys have any questions right now?
I do.
Yeah, go ahead.
So with the essential oils, so you take things nightly and they're powerful and they'll work immediately. But what would you say about them building up in your system? How do they work in that way? You know, like say you were taking something for a long time, is there any less effectiveness if you like didn't take it one day? Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Totally.
do they build up in your system, or is it like, oh gosh, if you didn't take it that day, oh no, my immune system might drop dramatically if I don't keep taking something each day?
Right. No, that is the beauty of this versus like that mentality, or even just how our body works with medication, right? Where your body just kind of does get to the point where it either needs it, or you start to feel the side effects if you wean yourself off of it. So it's not the same when we're talking about essential oils at all. You take what you need when you need it. Your body will take what it needs. It will get rid of what it doesn't need, but you're not going to notice. The only thing that I would say that I would notice is if you start taking the vitamins and you go off of them, you will notice, because you're going to have so much more energy. And if you don't take them, you will notice your energy is going to go back, right? Because again, you're not getting the nutrients you need. That's the only thing that I've ever experienced when we're talking about doing something daily, where I've literally noticed. If I don't, inhale or take some of the oils internally or whatever, no, my body's not going to freak out. It's not going to notice, right? But you may notice, because if certain oils, let's say, for example, that do give you a sense of calm, right? Like the Copaiba or the Melissa, if you don't take it one day, just you forgot or whatever, it's not like your body's kind of like reverting back. It's more that you notice, like, wow, like I felt really good when I was taking that, and I feel off today. That could be it, if that answers your question. But you don't build up.
Not exactly. So like what I'm probably not explaining it well,
No,
but
you're good.
So like if like say somebody's sick and I think you said that you really need to catch it before you get sick, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so But let's say somebody starts feeling, you know, fatigued and they think something's coming on, and they
Yep.
take one of the oils and they feel better. Are they going to do that much better if they take it 3 times in a day? Or can you just say, you know, really you don't even need to do that because you take it once, you felt better, and so now that's going to last for 2 days, like in your system? Or is it like, no, now that you've noticed that it feels better, you should keep taking it? Just because I'm thinking, like, I think all of us always think more is better. And
Right.
as well as if somebody's thinking, well, I have this, I love this, and I want to use it for my whole family, how might I be talking to somebody saying, well, if you're trying to kind of, you're low on money and you want to think, how often should or can or could I take this
Right.
to know that I'm getting the most effect of it? Does it have a long lasting power?
So again, it depends. Like if you, like again, when we're talking about immune support, if you feel like you're fighting something, or you're just a little bit off, yeah, I'm gonna be taking it every single day, or maybe a couple times a day, just to make sure that I'm fighting the virus, that I'm like making sure that it does not spread, that I'm just kind of like doing my due justice. And I might take it longer, you know, like do it a couple times a day, even when I start to feel better, right? Because I just want to kind of make sure. Because a lot of times, like anything, you can start kind of like, you might start the oils right away, and it might start to kind of let you start to feel a little bit better, but you haven't quite gotten it out of your system. It's still kind of there a little bit. And so then, yeah, then it might come back, you know, just because we haven't fully gotten rid of it. For some people, when it comes to, yes, if you're trying to spread it out or monetarily or whatever, like, look, do what you can. I mean, the oils, even if you're using them a little bit, it's better than nothing, right? I mean, it really is. So even if you're doing it not as often, it's helping your body, it's strengthening, it's helping boost your immune system. So if you don't do it every day, or you forget, or you're trying to spread it out, something is better than nothing. We'll just put it that way. But remember too, these are so potent that you don't need a lot of drops. I mean, one bottle is going to last you a long time, right? One roller ball is going to last you a long time. So again, hopefully that's answering your question. Like, your body is going to use what it needs, just like anything, right? It's going to kind of benefit in the moment if you are fighting something. If you're doing something every single day for immune support and you stop, like, it's fine. You know, there's many days that I skip, or many days that I forget, or whatever. But during cold and flu season, or when I'm out and about more, yes, I'm going to use them more often than not, just to be careful.
Yeah, so I guess I was thinking, like, is there a lasting power? So not like you're going to notice if you didn't use it, but could somebody think, well, I want to conserve this, so maybe even though I'm really concerned about my immune system, but I can really only afford one bottle right now for my whole family, can I think, oh, if I did it every other day, it will last me in my system that day that I don't take it? Or do you think it's better to say, no, you really need to take it the next day too?
It's not going to last your system for a day. No. I mean, the oils,
Okay.
yeah, they're going to process quickly, if that
Okay.
answers your question. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, some of them can be hours, some of them can be, you know, less than that, but no, it's not going to last you a full 24 hours. And again, if you skip, you skip, right? And if you dilute it a little bit more, again, that's okay as well, right? If you add less of the oil, a little bit more of the fractionated coconut oil, just to make it last. Okay. So hopefully that answers your question, you guys. Remember, again, yes, when we're talking about these oils, start small and you can work your way up. It's better to start with, you know, just a little bit. You can always add more if you need it. You don't need a lot. You really don't. These are really healing. Just keep in mind, again, 1 drop of peppermint is equivalent to 28 drops or 28 cups of peppermint tea. So very powerful, very potent, you guys. So it will last you, okay? Again, this is just my recommendations, and we're talking about, you guys are gonna each kind of have your own daily protocol based on what your needs are. And based on, again, kind of everybody has different needs and everybody's body responds differently. You're right. For some people, they're going to benefit more aromatically. For some people, they're going to benefit better topically. So again, you need to also listen to your body. Children, babies, everything's going to be much more in moderation and also much more diluted when we're talking about that. So individual questions you guys ask, or you guys can always reach out individually too, okay? But hopefully this helps in terms of, let me just make sure. So fractionated coconut oil, you guys, it's just coconut oil that is in liquid form. That's all it is. So no, I would not use fractionated coconut oil internally. If you want pure coconut oil, that you can like mix like in a smoothie or like the hardened version, that's totally fine. You can cook with it. But I would not use the fractionated coconut oil internally. Hopefully that answers your question, okay? All right, yeah. All right, guys, I think that is, let me just look here. I believe that is it. Oh yeah, so this, I have a couple pictures for those of you, I think most of you already have these oils in your home. Again, I'm recording this, so for those of you that don't, these are great starter kits, you guys, because again, you're getting the oils that you're gonna want for immunity as well as for mood. And every oil that I mentioned to make the immunity roller, right, like the immune bomb, is in this kit. So you can make many, many immunity roller bombs with this kit, you guys, and you also get the diffuser, okay? So this is a great just kind of like beginner's kit just to kind of get you started, all right? And then this next one is gonna be more geared towards the emotional side as well as the physical. So you're getting the adaptive, you guys are getting the Copaiba, okay? And you're getting the balance, which is the grounding blend in this kit. So this is a beautiful one, all right? Again, you're getting the Onguard. Just again, a simple way to get started for those of you that have not yet started your journey, okay? And then again, this for those of you, and for those of you that already have your oils and your goodies, you can still get these kits. They're gonna be cheaper, obviously, because you don't have to pay the starter fee. But this is a great one. We talked about a lot of the products that you guys are using anyway. When we're talking about lowering your toxic exposure, you're gonna slowly wanna swap out these anyways. The hand soap, the toothpaste, the shampoo, like just things that you guys are using daily. Just be aware of what you do have in your home and what you're using on a daily basis. It all adds up, you guys, okay? All right, and then again, for those of you that are new, I'm not gonna really go over this. If you do have questions, you guys can reach out to me, or you can reach out to the person that invited you, as well as you guys can reach out to me, okay? So I'm gonna stop that. Do you guys have any questions before we wrap up? Hopefully you left with some good information. If you guys do want the replay, again, I recorded it, just message me privately and I'm happy to send you the recording for yourself, or if there's anybody in your family or friend or anybody that you feel like would be interested that you want to help out, you can send them the recording, okay? But thank you guys for hopping on. Thank you for joining me. Again, I hope you're leaving with some good information, some good food for thought. That's always my goal. That you guys
Yes,
leave with some
thank
stuff.
you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
very much. Yep.
You guys are very welcome. Yeah, you guys stay healthy and just reach out to me privately if you want the recording.
Thank you.
All right.
Wonderful. Thanks again. Good
Bye.
night.
Bye.